Hi everyone, I'm here today because I want to show you how you can take a large file, especially if it's inside of Google Slides, and how you can break it down into smaller pieces and then assign that inside of Google Classroom. Let me show you what I actually mean. So for this activity, it's a total of 21 days. It's a 21-day grammar boot camp. So if you have something similar to this where it's a longer assignment, but you don't want to assign the entire thing inside of Google Classroom at the same time, what you could do is this. I'm going to close out of here, and this is inside of my Google Drive. I am going to right-click this, the actual document. I am going to go ahead and make a copy of that. And when I make a copy of that, it will make a copy inside of the same folder that I have this set up inside of. So you will see in just a couple of seconds here, it is going to create a copy. If it's a larger file, it may take a little bit of time, which I think is what we're seeing now. So there it is. I am going to, it does say copy of Grammar Bootcamp. I'm going to open that up. And notice that it's identical. It's the same exact thing, right? I just made an identical copy of that. Now, if I only want to assign one day at a time, what I can do is delete out all of the pages that I don't want. So let's say I'm on day 2 of this. I am going to go through and I'm going to delete all of the slides that I do not want inside of here. So I'm going to go ahead and push delete on my keyboard, leaving just the one day. Okay, and then up here for the title of this, I will say day 2, and we can say Grammar Boot Camp, right? And obviously you would name it accordingly depending on whatever you're assigning to the kids. All right, so here it is. This is just day 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close out of that. Now I'm going to go into Google Classroom. So originally, this is probably what you'll see right here. You'll see the classes that you have created. I'm going to go ahead inside of there. I'm going to go to classwork. I'm going to go to create and then assignment. You could say day 2 grammar bootcamp. And I would put in the instructions for that. I would add Google Drive file. And now because I just was in there, because I was just in my Google Drive, and because I just created this, the most recent thing will be up at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Day 2 Grammar Bootcamp. Just as a reminder, you do want to make sure you have 3 options there. You want to make sure that you're making a copy for each student unless one of the other ones applies to what you would like to do with your class. But if I do make a copy for each student, it's going to give a copy of this to every single student in my class, so they're going to be able to work on their own copy of this. You might want to give instructions, you might want to put in a due date, you might want to put in the topic as well. You could do any of those things. If you're grading it, you could keep that there. If it's ungraded, you could click here, and then you would go ahead to assign. Once this is assigned, the student is no longer going to be able to see that entire document of 21 pages, but now they're just going to be able to see that one file. I know it's a little bit more work, but if you don't want to assign all 21 days at the same time, you could go through this process to just assign one page at a time. Okay? So once again, the very first thing I would do, right-click on the original document, make a copy. After you make a copy, you're going to open it up, delete all of the pages that you don't want, leaving you with the page that you do want, and then you're going to share that inside of Google Classroom. Okay? So I hope that's helpful. I've had a lot of that question, especially recently. So if you have any more questions, or if you're not quite sure exactly what I did there, if you would like more clarification, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out. All right? Have a great day.